Hello everyone, just getting set up. Be with you very shortly. Hello everyone, and welcome to Live and Let's Dice Live here on a Wednesday afternoon. My name is Jules Gill, and I am joined by the two men who I would let raid my bits box any day of the week. It's the one, it's the only, it's the gruesome twosome, Mikey Barry and Lawson. Hello, gents. How are you doing today?
I'm just a hand.
He is just a hand. He's a helping hand.
Two hands.
Two hands fresh. But yes, hello everyone who's joining us here in the stream. You might be thinking to yourself, this isn't a gameplay video or anything like that, and you would be very right, my friends, because today, Kerry's in the stream. She's just walking straight in. You're live. Do you want to say hi? This is the first time that you've been seen on camera.
Where's the bottle?
The bottle is in my grey bag somewhere. Over there. Right behind you.
Right, now I know she actually exists.
She does exist, see? I told you. I told you,
think
everyone.
She might be a paid actor.
Well, this is the thing. It is very convenient that she's going straight away, isn't it? It's like a guest cameo thing where she's in. She's like, hello, oh, and then she's got to go. She said a catchphrase of, oh, never, and then she's off. Get that on a t-shirt. Anyway, right. Hello, everyone. We are doing something a bit different today because we're not playing video games. We're not doing anything crazy. We're not trying to set the world to rights. Instead, we're just going to have a nice little chilled stream and paint some models. Because believe it or not, we're all big nerds and we love painting. So, yeah, we thought that we'd have a... What, you guys aren't nerds? Oh god, this is going to get very awkward. Oh my god. I love this. Jenko's just said, Kerry doesn't give a shit about the stream. Kerry Gates says Sam Evans, brilliant. Yeah, she's come in, she's destroyed everything. All lies. Kerry is just a CGI add-on for the stream. Listen, she's real. You can't deny it.
Nah.
She's got me all hot and bothered
Sorry,
now. Right, so what we're going to do is, you're not going to have to put up with my ugly mug the entire stream, because instead, we're going to be tilting the camera way down. Oh, easy there, Tiger, so that you can see what I'm going to be painting today. Lawson's already got his...
individuals.
Shut up. Lawson's already got his set up for what he's painting, and Mikey is going to be painting right in front of your very eyes, which actually kind of makes sense, because he's the center of the image for me, so he's kind of like we're like his two hands, and he's the face. So, gents, what are you painting today, and why? Don't all rush.
Right, I don't remember its name, but it's the bull.
Hold on, I have amazing technical powers that allow me to zoom in a little bit. Look at that, everyone. We can see. There you go. See Mikey a bit more.
Now, you might be asking, why? Why is this delicious young man here painting this bull metal? Well, because of that. Because of the new Necron releases, I thought, why not get a good practice in for the Necrodermis on the Void Dragon? So this is me doing completely experimental nonsense right now. So
that's very clever. So you can test out some techniques, and then when it's the very, very expensive model, you can then have a go on that. Or are you going to get the... we'll talk about the new Necron releases a little bit later on, because there's some pretty spicy boys there for Mikey, because Mikey is a big Cron fan. But let's move over to Lawson and see what he's painting today. Lawson, what are you painting and why?
This is a... Can you see that?
Yes, we can.
It's a Tabaxi pirate from Dungeon in a Box.
Ooh.
He's a kitty.
He's a kitty pirate.
Ah, very cute.
Cute little kitty pirate. So he's all set up, ready to go.
Meowtney.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit you.
Oh yeah,
We're not supposed to be in this room.
Yeah, you're in the same room, so it's fine. You can punch each other. You live together. It's all right.
Yeah.
That looks great, though. So you've done your base coating already for it, ready to go?
Yes. Primed, zenithal, ready to go.
What we're going to do is, if you've got the time and patience, Lawson, it would be great for you to explain some of the techniques that you guys are going to be using today, because there's probably a lot of people out there that are just watching the stream or just tuning in and not entirely sure like how to start painting themselves. So what we're going to do is, not only are we going to show you the techniques that we use to make our stuff look, well, in my case, adequate, but we're going to be detailing like how we got started with Warhammer, what armies we're collecting and why, and just basically start introducing people to our passions in a much more relaxed atmosphere. And to round up the pack, as I always do, let's go over to here, and I can show you what I'm going to be painting. It looked like I had my hand down my trousers there. That wasn't what I was doing. It just rests there sometimes. Right, I'm going to be painting this horrible beastie from the Orc army, Warhammer 40k. It's a Mega Track scrapjet. It's a close combat vehicle hunting vehicle. Loves driving into things very, very fast, doing lots of damage, and it's a weird close combat vehicle for the Orcs. But if I finish doing the rusty colours on that, I'll move over to the custom booster blaster, which comes in the Speed Freaks box. It's like an all-round vehicle. Basically, I'm playing through a Crusade with Beanie at the moment, who you might have seen on the channel a fair few times, and I need to expand my Crusade force, and I want to sort of take it down the route of a mad mech with machinations to murder. So yeah, it does look like the Batmobile, Janko. Yeah, apart from slightly less fallacy. Like
I was going to say, you're going to paint it in the colours of the 50s Batman.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, I love the Joel Schumacher ones. They're absolute banter films. But that was a definite dick mobile that he was driving around in. Definitely.
The helicopter.
Nice.
Batwang.
It's just a bat wing, isn't it? Isn't that what it's called when you pull your scrotum over your own balls or something like that?
No, that's where your balls stick to your leg.
Oh, gross.
Like when it's sticky, get a bad case of Batwing.
Amazing.
Education. The more you know.
Yes, Marcus, I'm bringing more speed for Throbber's crew. And if the transient one ever shows up, we have him to thank for the name of my warlord, which is called Throbulator, or as it's been shortened to, Throb's Mob. This is why you never give the fans the chance to name stuff, because it always just goes Boaty McBoatface. Yeah, exactly.
Has he got like? Is he like Throbulator the Tumescent?
No, he's not. He's just Throbulator. He's like Seal or Share. He just gets the one name.
Yep. But if he's like a rare elite, he can be called Engorged. Engorged Throbulator the Tumescent.
Well, I don't like the fact that he was at some point, because obviously he's like graduated for the school of hard knocks that is orc culture. He's gone from like a lowly grotlin, snotlin, all the way up. At one point, he needed to be called Throb the Knob. So
and he was erected.
Yes, yeah, he was. He was
democratically erected.
Democratically
Erection
erected.
Day.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so what we are going to do. So Fire Lucario says, I'm not the biggest fan of Warhammer 40k, but I'm trying to get into tabletop RPGs in general. So this is the kind of channel that I'd be into. Well, hopefully you'll enjoy the content that we put out, because we not only put out battle reports for 40k, we do D&D every single Sunday, and we just do occasional stuff like this where it's just trying to have a little bit of fun with friends. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to demonetize our video straight away. Going over to YouTube.
What?
Don't worry, it's fine. I'm going to put on some chilled background music, and it will likely just demonetize this, but I don't care. It's just nice to have a little bit of a chilled vibe, as it were, which doesn't deafen the audience. There we go. Right, tell me if that's too loud, everyone. So, lads, let's begin. What's your first steps? Mikey, what are you going to do first?
I'm gonna.
You're just going to lick the brush.
Get up and get amongst the business.
Fantastic.
Shake up my Matarian green and go for like this is like an airbrush paint. It's like a clear one, so I'm gonna do like a thin coat of it on the skin.
Nice.
And then the plan of this is to kind of create like a metallic, and I've got chrome and silver to highlight up with. And then I'm gonna ask Lawson very nicely if I can use some of his Cron Tesseract glow.
Nice.
Flames.
Nice.
Just kind of practice, have a little bit of fun. So I'm going to do that.
Oh, Lawson's going in straight with his first base layer or regular layer?
Yeah, base coat.
Base coat. What's he basing? What colour are you basing it?
This is Vallejo Desert Yellow.
Ooh. Avalon Sunset, eat your heart out. Am I right?
Whoa, this is powerful stuff, this.
What, that statement, or just in general? See, I'm being very boring. I'm going for Mikey's favourite colour in the entire world. Can you guess what it is? It's Corvus Black.
Oh.
Yes! What a pain.
Because I've primed my... excuse me while I get out my wanker's tissue here. I primed my models in a black.
Nice.
Ah, Loser Jerkface has just become a member. Thank you very much, my friend. Cheers for that,
What a
pal.
babe.
Legend. So, as Lawson taught me a long time ago, when I was collecting...
The galaxy far away.
yeah, the galaxy far away. Back when we could actually see each other and be in the same room. He told me that when you prime models, they always come out slightly shiny. So the best thing to do is to go and get a dry brush, or give it a dry brush of a similar black, and it will just bring down the shine on it for later on. Now, I am going to be mucking up this scrapjet something fierce, but it's just nice to take that bit of shine off of it, because it doesn't look... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not that it doesn't look real, it just looks a bit too toy-like, doesn't it?
Glossy.
Yeah.
It's one of these things that with stuff like Chaos Black Primer and like other primers, that they don't have the same finish as if you're just using like Abaddon Black from the pot.
Yeah.
So I always find it's easier to like it sounds counterproductive to paint over black that you've just sprayed black, but if you ever have to try and like neaten any mistakes, it becomes glaringly obvious that you've used a different finish paint.
Yep.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
It's like tattooing black over black.
Yeah. I unfortunately had an issue where I was Lawson had taught me this very valuable tip, but he taught me that after I'd done the entirety of a Venom Crawler.
Nice.
So it was a case of it just looked so shiny on the black metallic bits but it made wherever I just filled in the mistakes, you could just see that they were matte black, and it just looks really bad. So I had to redo the whole thing.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus Christ, getting a bombard here. Nick with the legendary 420 says, don't forget the Nuln oil everywhere. My friend, I'm not going for Nuln oil today. I'm going for Agrax Earthshade. Got to get it that dirty look, mate. And also, Adam Kerr has just become a member as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolute ledge. Big legend. Yeah, I hope that it's not too loud, by the way. Let me know if the, whatchamacallit, Jesus
Nice.
Christ, Bruce Boylan's just become a member as well. Thank you very much, my friends. It's absolutely exceptional that you guys are being so generous. Not only do you get to join into the little chats that we have in the Discord server, but being a member means that you also get access to some very tasty, very exceptionally well-made emojis. For example, I'm pretty sure if you type in noise, I think something comes up. And I'm pretty sure they get the logo in all different colours. Oh, Lawson's camera's gone.
Oh dear.
Yep,
Wait,
Lawson's camera has completely gone.
Hey.
As Lawson, do you want to tell Lawson that his phone's run out of battery, probably?
Lawson, I just turned my camera on and off. Try that.
Or is he panicking? Is he panicking? He's panicking.
No, he's fine.
Hey, Tobias. Sorry, Gimli. How's it going, mate?
Booted him out.
At the moment, all you're seeing is just us doing some nice priming and basing. Wait for Lawson to come in. Yes, that's right, Nick. Nick's got it right there. He's got the loud logo. He's got the egg daddy thing. Fucking class, mate. But I'll show you now.
Hey,
Okay, hold on 2 secs. I think I've just got to go back to... Cool, I can see you again now. He's back. Music could be a tiny bit louder. You got it, my friend. Just turn it up for you right now. And we're listening to
Nice.
HM Surf by Mudmaster. Aoife Brennan. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, as you can see here, the difference between the two, that one has had a dry brush over, and this one hasn't. Now you can see already how much shinier this one is compared to this one. Just makes a subtle but very impactful difference going forward. Gimli's a ledge. Big boy.
This right here is the greenest thing.
Damn, son, that is green.
It's a nice metallic green.
What green were you using?
Metarian Air Clear.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get a nice, and then I'm gonna do like a highlight of well, no, just go back over like the muscles with like a green metallic.
Nice. Have you been using many of the new Necron paints, the technicals that have come out?
No.
No, not for you.
No. By the time I already had the brown and orange paint scheme that me and Lawson kind of developed, I don't have a need for it, because obviously the way kind of like Lawson taught me, well, educated me, and made me kind of realise that Warhammer make paints for Warhammer, they don't make paints for the hobby community.
Yeah.
Kind of like wide, if you get what I mean. It's like they are for their specific models. So, because I was kind of like, oh, maybe they'll make an orange one. It's like, well, another company thing. So I'm just kind of like, nah, they're not for me currently.
It's fair enough, mate. It's fair enough.
Because I like using things like enamel washing.
Yeah.
So I've been having a real good fun time with that. So yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
See, I absolutely adore the paints that Vallejo do. Their range, like, they have so many brilliant shades. Like, the neon range they do is exceptional. I mean, look at that.
Right here, brother.
Look how green that is. And the best thing is that you could go into, look at the Vallejo range and just ask, you know, if you would just ask normally just for like, oh, have you got a bright green? They'd be like, here's one shade of bright green. They're like, yeah, sure, we've got like 7 different shades, all more powerful than the last. Also, Aoife Brennan has become a member as well. Thank you so much, you absolute ledge. Cheers. Found out that a while ago, gents, my Black Templars are a fucking ball ache. The amount of white on black that you've got to paint And the amount of purity seals. Fuck purity seals, man. And I believe that's a direct quote from Lawson, that is. Fuck purity seals.
Yep. Fuck purity seals.
Fuck yellow.
Which one was the one, is it the Blade Guard vets that are like covered in purity seals?
They're not covered, but like they're just sort of like a bit hidden.
Sneaky.
Like yeah, they're sneaky. They try and trap you. Like going like, oh no, it's fine. Like we're pretty normal. We're fine. It's like, aha! On the inside of my calf is a purity seal.
Yeah, it's just like why?
And you're like, why? And you're like, fuck.
Seal in your crotch.
It's like, fuck you. That's why.
It's like, oh yeah, well that's a good counterpoint. Also, Viking Fish, just to answer your question, yes, I have the Doom board game that you sent me. Thank you very much. It is up in Newcastle though, and I don't know if you've been aware, but obviously since the lockdown and stuff has hit, I've been down here in Wales, and I'm living here full time now. So I will be going back up to Newcastle to pick up my stuff. Mikey and Lawson will be getting a few of the board games that I've been collecting as well, so you will see it being played on the channel. I'm sorry that it's taken so long to get round to it. Yeah, hope you're well as well.
Wait, which one is it?
It's the first edition one.
The one that was based on Doom 3?
Yes.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, you were actually telling me.
Wait, Doom 3,
No, not that Doom 3.
Okay.
There's a story there. I won't ask for it.
It's just a Bollywood film.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Nice. Our loser Jerkface has just donated $5 and saying that helped hook him into the what culture years. And now you're following some exceptional mad lads over here. Yes, you are, my friend.
Oh, what a bit.
Elvis, don't worry, my friend. Come and join in. Have a nice chill stream with us. Just having a good laugh.
Yeah, if you've got any paints or models at home, grab them, set yourself up, paint with us.
Yeah. And tell us in the chat what you're painting too.
Or what do you want to paint?
Yeah.
That's what Papa Lawson says. Oh, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the Crusade, Viking. It's one of the most fun things that has come out of this horrible situation because Beanie and I have been playing on and off pretty much, I think 1 or 2 matches every week, and we just pick the best ones to record if we think that it's going to be like a decent match. I had a match against him last night where it was a 2,000 points Orc versus Alpha Legion one. All my vehicles versus all of his exploding vehicle strats. It was absolute carnage. And I still managed to win just through sheer fucking luck.
Oh, people will get to see soon me versus Lawson on a Crusade too.
Nice. Are you taking your crons out for a spin?
Oh, mate, the Crons currently are at a they've won 2, drew 1, lost 0.
Nice. So have you managed to get anyone leveled up? Because that's the thing I love the most about the Crusade system is that you get those amazing battle honors and perks and being able to add in the crazy relics.
No, we've not done that yet.
What? You're crazy. That's like the best thing about it. Like at the moment.
I'm waiting for the Codex for the Necrons.
Fair.
Pre-9th Codex Necrons are shit.
Fair enough, dude.
Yeah, I've managed to have 1 Crusade game,
Nice.
and that was my Silver Templars versus Sisters of Battle.
Yeah, you played up
Yeah,
against
I've got
Adam
the
Cleary, a secret Warhammer fan, but we're outing him here on the stream.
Oh, you'll love that.
He can't deny it. It's one of those things where he'll just be like, oh, I can't believe you told everyone that I like this cool thing. Imagine if that's how he talked.
What, like Mark Corrigan?
Yeah. I think, unfortunately, that's just my voice.
Fuckhead, Jules! You told everyone! You're a fuckhead!
Wanker.
Sorry.
Good old wanker. Why did I say piss kidney?
Piss kidney.
Okay, so I've moved on now from doing the first shade of Corvus Black. I've now done a layer of Warplock Bronze all over the model. The reason being is because now, once that's left to dry a bit, I'm going to go over that again with some lead belcher, just a little bit more gently, and what it will do is it will tint all of the metal bits and give it that nice rusted effect in the corners, with the black underneath being in the far recesses. And then it is time for some Agrax Earthshade, baby. Just going to slop it all on, and then we're going to paint this, and the wings, and maybe the back bit in a nice Mephiston red, because I want it to be Evil Suns, because remember, red makes stuff go faster.
The red ones go faster.
It's indeed it does. Oh mate, you know when this is what I love about Warhammer is that while you have like the prescribed models of what you're supposed to field in your army, because of the creativity of the community, you end up seeing people just do absolutely insane things. Like somebody's done a unit of commandos which are painted purple on the top, and what they've done is they've done a clear resin cast of the legs so that it looks like they're disappearing. It literally is like see-through, because the whole thing about an orc is you've never seen a purple orc, so therefore the commandos must therefore be made up of all purple orcs.
Yep.
So I was just like, oh, fucking love it.
Checks out to me.
I don't get why
pretty good
people
signs, right?
dislike the orcs. They're just such like a banter army. Like people I've played against before just been like, oh, they're too silly for 40k. I'm like, they don't have a laugh when they're chopping your fucking nuts off.
I don't think it's the orcs that people hate. I think it's the people that refer to them as Banter army.
What do you mean? Like I've just referred to them as a banter army?
Exactly.
Yes. I mean, orc players are very self-hating, especially in 9th. You blame everything on the codex or the boys being shit. I gave myself up to the RNG gods recently, and I've just been having a much better time. Like, I'm not building gamey lists. I'm not building stuff around sort of things. I'm just going, this will be fun to field with this. Let's just try and blow this up. Does it work? Nope. Fine. Doesn't matter.
So while this green metallic lovely...
Oh, nice. What I'll do, Mikey? Hold on.
Gonna...
Keep talking. I will... There you go. Now people can see you in big.
Big face Mikey.
Big face Mikey.
So, this he's green. I'm gonna let him dry. So I'm gonna put him over here in the waiting pool.
Nice.
Get a nice shot of Boris the War Pig there. And I'm gonna do the orange on the Necron Overlord.
Oh, that looks sick.
Yes.
Let's check in with Lawson and see how he's getting on.
Hello.
Hello. So we're watching
air
Lawson
paints
camp.
taste horrible. Sorry.
What was that?
So air paints taste horrible.
Oh yeah, they're awful.
See, notice the skill and precision of Lawson's lower right there. Look at how all of his paints are so close to touching, yet not touching. This is something that I would love to achieve in my life at some point. Because the amount of times that I've gone, hey, this green should not be mixed over here.
Where's my orange?
Alright, let's take it back. Take it
Like,
back.
you say this, but like, give it a little while, and this is all going to become one coagulated mess.
Yeah. Are you wet blending?
No, I'm just using the wet palette. Like,
Just being smart.
yeah, it's
Conservative space.
Well, yeah, conserving space, and also, you know, I bought the damn thing. I need to use it.
Yeah. You're gonna have to show me how. Because I've just got. I don't know if anyone's ever actually paid attention to see my palette. It is just an old, like,
It's got a piece of wood.
it's got a piece of wood, and it's just.
Does the job, though.
Mess, like. It's fucking cool though. How it's just like it's got character.
It does. So, Nick, sorry, not Nick, Jenko has said, why does Mikey always get so upset when we mention the Munchkin game?
What?
The direct quote is, why does Mikey go apeshit whenever mentions the Munchkin game? And then Nick says, I'm going to get him to play Munchkin at some point. Do you have an irrational hatred of the Munchkin game?
Apparently.
Personally, I wouldn't say it was irrational.
So right, is it Lawson then that hates the Munchkin? I've never played
I
it.
think it's just a trash game.
Like.
I mean, it's a great game if you never want it to end and you don't like the people that you're playing with.
Yeah, if you're playing with cunts, like, there's no point.
Fair one.
Or if you've got your suspicions about somebody and you want to like just root them out, like get them to play Munchkin, and then you'll see the true dark nature of man.
Turns out it was bad.
Tabletop games bring out the best and worst in people.
Nobody.
Did I tell you about what happened with the with the absolute plum duff of a fellow who came up to talk to me in Firestorm when I just started getting back into 40k? It's a couple of years ago now, and was in there with my friends, and I just brought my Space Wolf army back from my mum's in Newton Abbot, and it was back when I hadn't painted anything. It was just the same army that I'd had since I was 13. I hadn't seen the army in about 6 years, and I just wanted to play on the tabletop with the new codex that I'd got. And he came over, and he was just like, he basically like made fun of the art, the painting job that I'd done. I was like, I'm fine with it though, dude. Like I was 13 at the time. Like it's not going to be great. And he goes, oh, blah 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 blah. And so later on in the day, I went over to his table to see how he was doing, and noticed that he had a Tyrannid army that was like really like, I don't want to be harsh, but it was like really shittily painted. So I went up to him, and I just went up to it. I was like, "Oh, have you got playing an old army as well? Like, did you paint this when you were 15?" And he's like, "No." And I just went so red faced because I meant it as like a genuine like, "Oh, look, me and you were actually the same," but he was just being weird about it. But no, I just went and effectively just slagged off his painting style, and I was like, "Oops, oopsie daisy."
Oh dear, can't be helped.
Yep.
Yeah. Like get.
Okay, so now I'm going over the lead belcher over on the main body. Just paying specific attention to the tracks because we want them to be more metallic than bronze because of the wear and tear on them. Yeah, what is the benefits of a wet palette, Lawson?
It just sort of keeps your paints hydrated a bit longer, so you can like do more mixing and blending like on a palette.
Okay.
I say longer, Lawson. How long have some of your paints been dried, like still wet for?
Oh yeah. There's sometimes where I've used my wet palette, and then like I'll come back like a day later, and they'll just need like a little bit of hydrating, and they're good to go again.
Nice. Nice indeed.
Like I certainly like recommend them to anyone who's looking to sort of like do a bit more with their painting. Like if you're just starting out, you don't need one straight away.
I want one like. I think that'd benefit.
So it's like anything, just like you don't need to go like whole hog straight away.
Yeah, that's usually the toughest thing about Warhammer, isn't it? It's a very full-on game, and it convinces people that you need to go out, spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds, get all of this tech. It's not like that, really. You just need to go out there, just buy one box of an army that you think is cool. Don't even go into it thinking that you're going to plan an army. Just go in there just to see what it's all about. Have fun painting it, take your time with it. Be prepared for your first models to look like shit. Even if they are good, in a couple of years' time, you'll go back and be better, and you'll just go, yeah, that's not as good. Just really enjoy the hobby of just collecting something. Thank you very much, Fire Lucario.
Doesn't even have to be Warhammer.
It's just life in general, isn't it?
Well, there's loads of like D&D minis and like you know, board games now have got a lot of like minis to them, and
You can pay whatever you want.
yeah, pay whatever you want. Like buy a bag of like, you know, Poundland Army Men and go nuts.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to test it out, is it?
Paint rocks.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Like I've got. Allow me to show you my.
You got the
any
rock
bucket rummagers out there.
Here we go. Mikey's rock collection.
Look at him.
They're not rocks, they're minerals.
I went on the rob. Well, not really.
You went on the thief.
I got like 5 kilos of like slate chips.
Amazing.
They're made for great bases. Be resourceful. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, never
It's like,
pay for scenery basing stuff. You can find it just outside.
Yeah, but don't do what Jules did and keep it wet in a bag.
Listen, man, that wasn't my fault. That was just a case of I put it on the radiator, I tried to dry it out, and it just never dried out.
The oven, Jules. You put it in the oven.
No, we don't put stuff in the oven because what happens? I'll forget about it and then burn my house down.
That's why you put it on a low heat.
There is no such thing as a low heat.
Coffee's really.
Which coffee you got?
No, he means as a basing material.
Oh, I see. Right, I thought that he was talking about he was just going to do a plug-in for some drinking.
I mean, that too. I've been absolutely quaffing black coffee worship. Like for somebody that was like a year ago, I was just like, no hot drinks for me, thank you. Coffee is awful.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, Get it up me now.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm gonna paint today. Fuck the green bull.
Well, you've changed your mind already.
Well, yeah, because I said that I was gonna paint up these.
Oh, the
Terrific
D&D
minis.
figures. Yeah, nice.
As a little giveaway.
Ah, very cool.
So there's I don't know. There's 2. You might get 1. You might get 2. You might get none. That's the whole point.
That's life sometimes. You might get 2,
Yeah.
you might get 1, you might get none.
Who knows?
Might get a crisp smack to the ghoulies. Who knows?
But this is guaranteed to, like, I don't know, if anyone wants to clone me, I obviously lick my brush. Who knows what you get?
That's why you had your rib removed, wasn't it? So you could lick your own brush.
Nah, it's just abnormally long.
It is, unfortunately. The amount of times that Mikey's just walked around in his keks and you just catch a glimpse of it peeking out like a weird slug in a sleeping bag. He's got a wink on. It's just like this, like, all right, governor.
Why is this fucking cool?
Can I have some of your cheese lamb toasty? Because I'm a hungry boy.
What he's saying is, ladies, I'm single.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
I don't
Thank
even
you,
know how
Seema.
to fuck it out.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Murder. So that is the that's the 2 stages so far. So that's with the bronzed effect. Just wait for that to zoom in. So you can see it's like quite a dirty bronze. Warp block bronze is a lot darker. And then this is with the lead belcher that's over the top. So it's starting to bring out more highlights now, give a bit more depth and definition to it. So this one's ready for some agraxing in a minute to bring it back down again. This one just needs to do the lead belcher, and then we'll move on. Well, if it isn't Redemption Arcade Minis, how's it going, friend? Surprised that you're not painting with us.
Terrifying.
I will have to. I mean, she is a far better painter than I. We need to get her on just for freestyle, like freehand lessons,
Yes.
or
Anyone?
as regular people call it, painting.
Yeah, in the Warhammer community, like freehand stuff is like treated like if you can do it, you're just like the talk of the town, the cock of the walk. But to anyone else who's like an artist, it's just like it's just painting, exceptionally good painting, but it is just. What is this magic with which they use?
Are these bastards pre-primed?
What? Which ones? What, the D&D minis?
Yeah.
Aye.
Sick.
Aye, the pre-primes, you started. You sorted.
What colours do I do it though? Do I do it completely in fluorescent neons?
It's up to you. What do you want to subject the audience to?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll just subject them to my love of brown.
Nice. Oh, thank you so much, Connor Duffy, for the donation. Love this community, especially love the Loud crew. Thank you for being so welcoming here and on Discord. You are more than welcome, my friend. It's a very, very pleasant community that we're building over on Live and Let's Dice. I genuinely go and look on the Discord. And I won't lie to you, when I first started going on it, I was really worried because I've just read horror stories of like communities being aggressive, going off and bullying people and doing all this stuff, or just being not very welcoming. But within the first week or two, it had already established itself as just being a very kind and welcoming place. And I was like, yes, brilliant.
Yeah, no matter how hard I try, it continues to be welcoming.
Oh, Jenko's got a question for the D&D players of you two. Starting a new D&D campaign tonight as a player. No idea on what character to make. Any suggestions? Chat.
Dragonborn Paladin.
Dragonborn Paladin is one suggestion. Mikey, what's your suggestion?
I would ask you I would ask you a question in return and say, what is that character that you always wanted to be when you were a kid?
Dragonborn Paladin.
There you go. Like for me, I was always the smallest kid. I was always the youngest out of everyone. So I always wanted to be like the biggest, toughest character in video games and stuff like that. So I picked Barbarian.
Mm-hmm. And you've never looked back, really, because if you did, you'd see the mountain of corpses that you'd killed along the way.
This is true. I regret nothing because I refuse to admit what I have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing to say.
No, it's just finally a moment of self-reflection.
Wow.
Now, human fighter, because it's actually a human fighter that's actually a steel dragon in disguise.
If it's 5th edition, don't play a fighter. They are dull and boring.
What about, I've never played this character, so I can't even attest to see if it's good, a tiefling warlock.
I would say gnome warlock, because I don't like the edginess of teeth.
What's wrong with tieflings? I think that their designs... Their designs are very edgelordy.
It's just because it's like, oh, I've got demonic blood. Or devil blood, don't send me hate mail because I got it wrong. But yeah, they're just like, oh, I'm edgy, I'm dark, I'm broody, and it's just like, oh, get a grip. You've got horns and like a weird affinity with fire, go out and do some good instead of wallowing around a well.
Are the tieflings' horns like anything more than just like aesthetic? Do they have any like impact on their abilities and stuff?
I mean, it depends on how strict the rules you are, I guess. For me, I would say you wanna headbutt someone. I would definitely give you a bonus damage and bonus attack with horns.
Well, I was just thinking more along the lines of if they got cut off, like you could do a whole Hellboy thing. Just go in there with like the shaved off horns.
I mean, you could.
I just don't know if it would affect their abilities or powers or something like that.
Nah, they're pretty just aesthetic.
Yeah.
Must be very inconvenient to put on a shirt that isn't a button one.
That's very true. Imagine getting caught like a string vest.
A string mesh thong as well, so it's just like pulling your nads every time you move. Oh no. It's happened again!
Oh.
It's happened again, you're gonna have to cut me loose!
I need a flesh tool.
That was a disturbing tone that you said that in.
What kind of flesh tone?
Like a pallid one, please, because I'm going to mix it with a bit of Abaddon black to give it like that kind of black orc look. Kind of ashen vibe.
Check the boxes. Check the boxes. You're gonna check the boxes. I don't have a problem with buying too many paints. It's the rest of the world that needs to catch up.
Look at him and his gremlin butt. Okay, so we've done the lead belcher on this one as well now. So as you can see, he's already starting to take shape. We've got our dirty metallic look. So now we're going to start trying to pick out some fun bits. I think what we're going to do is going to use this, a hammered copper from Game Color. It's very, very good at making dirty metals that then you can highlight with Retributor gold, and then they stand out a bit more. But what am I on about? First I've got to do Agrax Earthshade. Idiot.
Oh,
Idiot, Jules.
I'm an idiot.
absolute bonner.
That's me.
Oh, I like this colour better.
Yes?
Very nervous about spilling this, even though I've got a paint pot holder. Just my body seems to find a way.
Why don't you just screw it up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish you luck, brother.
I still think the greatest paint catastrophe that we've witnessed was you spilling Bloodletter Glaze a week before it was discontinued.
Oh, God, yeah.
What?
Yeah, he dropped the pot while it was open, and it went all over the place. And he was like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'll get you some more." And then they announced Contrast and said that the glaze range was being discontinued.
No. The guilt, the shame.
Sorry, I am an apologetic man.
Oh, of course you are. Never let it be said that you're not a kind and considerate person.
I try. Get in, this is a nice grey flesh colour.
Which flesh shade are you going for?
Iron rack skin?
Is that like? This thing. I don't play this army. Is it Drukhari that have racks? Is that their thing?
Different. The Iron Racks are an enclave of the what they call the Ideneth Deepkin.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so completely wrong game.
Kind of elf.
So yeah, I'm mixing that with Abaddon Black to go for like a kind of like grey, dark ashen skin.
He's having a nice puce hat.
See, bards are a great character to play. They're really fun. They get a lot of like silly spells. Plus, who doesn't like being the support character? Support characters are actually fun.
Yeah.
I like warlocks for a similar reason of like some of their utility powers are sort of overlooked but fantastic.
Yes.
What sort of stuff can they do?
So they have access to like spider climb, which is always hilarious if a DM throws like any kind of like trap dungeon your way.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh no, there's pressure plates or something like that. He goes, okay, so I'm just going to climb across the ceiling.
Oh wait, doesn't John have that? Like he has, or does he have spider walking? Is it slightly different, the ring that he has?
Yes, the ring he's got just means that he can crawl as fast as he can move.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, it's a very creepy image.
Like he's a tall, broad orc bard, and the thought of him crawling towards me at speed fills me with great discomfort.
As it should.
Now I'm being very liberal with the Agrax Earthshade here because I like the fact that it makes everything look very dirty and dingy. And the story behind this scrapjet is that it literally is a piece of a orc jet that they just didn't want to let go. So the pilot decided to strap some tank wheels on it, and off it went.
Thrifty, I like it.
Yes.
Yes. I also like at the front it's got all of these massive mangling claws and just a corkscrew nose that's actually a drill. So it just burrows straight into people. I guess switch over that. Sorry, that guy. I'm painting two vehicles. I am painting the Megatrack scrapjet for the orcs, and I've also got a custom booster blaster, which is basically just like an all-round scout vehicle. Hits the Space Marines ATV, but for orcs, and just less effective, and can't be resurrected by an apothecary. Looking forward to them spamming every list for the next couple of months.
Wait, what?
So yes, one of the fun things that people have pointed out is that apothecaries don't have a resurrect ability anymore. It's now been moved over to a strat that only they can use. So for 1 CP, you bring back that model, but you bring it back at full wounds. And it's thanks to the keywords of the ATV, they are eligible to be resurrected by the apothecary. So it means that you can just plonk them next to an apothecary, and if they die, you just pay a CP, and straight away they come back, full wounds again. And it's 8 wounds at toughness 6 or something like that, so it's going to be a nightmare.
Fucking A Space Marine.
So yeah, and somebody's pointed out as well that if you have the Chief Apothecary strats, or like the upgrade, you know that they've got like certain Space Marines can now be upgraded to be like Master of the Forge.
Master of the Chapters,
yeah, you can be like a Master Apothecary now, and they get to do the healing thing twice for 0 CP each turn. So it's almost like it's almost like GW have got new Primaris models that are apothecaries coming out, isn't it? God. Tell you what, you might even think that the game was rigged from the start.
So it's all Primaris? Always has been.
Always has been. Always has been. Yes, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Kakati? I'm just going to call you Carty. Yes, there is going to be some Age of Sigmar content coming up because Mr. Michael Barry over here, he is a huge fan of a huge set of boys that are going to be dropping pretty soon. As you might have seen on the coming up this week in Warhammer, the Sons of, is it Baphomet? Bahamut? Bahamut. They are coming to the Age of Sigmar, and I'm pretty sure that Mr. Mikey will be doing fun stuff with them in the near future. But yeah, you guys definitely need to get some Age of Sigmar content out, because obviously if you guys live together, there's nothing stopping you just from filming battle reports and just slapping them up on the channel.
It's very true. It's very true, but I struggle working.
No, I totally understand because you guys are working different split shifts now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm going back to working to 1 till 9.
1 in the morning till 9 at night. Gotta love him. You just can't stop working.
Can't stop, won't stop.
And then I do streams too.
I know, man. He's bloody
It's
streaming a lot on
delicious.
Fang and Bang. If you've not checked out Mikey's personal streaming site, it is
Twitch.
tasty over on Twitch.
Yeah, we had a nice game of Left 4 Dead the other day, didn't we? Before my computer died and I had to go, stream through a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, to say the least.
Yeah. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. So
Okay, my friend.
Cup of tea.
I like a brew.
Aye.
It's a nice chill day.
It is, man. I'd like to do more hobby stream stuff like this where we just chill out and paint. The only downside is that I will need to figure out like a better streaming setup because at the moment my microphone is painfully in the way of where I need my hands to be. So I'm gonna need to do this like more detail bits. I'm gonna need to be like this, but also it means I'm just gonna be chewing the mic.
You eat that mic.
Oh, I will, mate. Okay, so the Agrax Earthshade is done on both of them, so we're just going to give them a little bit of time to chill. Ah, that guy, you absolute ledge. Thank you very much. Oh, right, okay, so Gimli. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Things you need for a Raven Wing army. No, Raven Guard army.
Raven Guard.
Yeah, Raven Guard army. Get yourself some Reavers. They're finally decent, and you can make them look very cool with the black and white schemes that they have. Because Reavers now have pistols that are AP -2 to begin with. They also have leadership affecting buffs, which minus anyone's leadership by 2, which definitely plays in more to Warhammer 9's Morale Edition, morale focus they've got now. Space Marines don't re-roll morale either, so it means that you can even make Space Marines run away with that. And also the best part is that if your opponent is trying to complete actions using units, you can charge up to them with Reavers, and it means that they, on a 4-up or something like that, they count as having failed their action because they're so terrified about the presence of these things. And it means that in the 3rd battle round, from that point onwards, they'll be hitting with -3 AP on their pistols. It's just, like, I know they're only 1 damage apiece, but still, that's bloody good. AP -3 on anything is decent. So get some of them. Get yourself some Eliminators, just because they're nice and stealthy. And obviously you need to get, what's it called? Kaviran Shrike, or whatever his name is. The chaplain, not the chaplain, the leader that they've got. He's got the emo fringe.
Is that Gimmers?
Sorry?
Is that Gimli?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's already got Shrike.
Oh, has he? Oh, in that case then, yeah, he's definitely pretty much all set for that. Jessica has said something that is so 100% true, I'm going to have to repeat it. Fang and Bang is great. Oh, easy. Oh, he's gone. He's lost his head.
Sorry. I swear, I don't actually have children, I just sneeze like a dad.
Yes, I will be continuing the Fallout New Vegas with 40k. I'll be doing that from next week. I'll be back on. But yes. I'm trying to think of what else that you could... What else you could use?
What, the Invicta Tactical Warsuit?
No, I'm thinking, like, what's good for Raven Guard?
In the Invicta Tactical Warsuit.
Oh, is it just immense?
Well, it's what they described as the stealth dreadnought. So
let's have a looky look. Okay, so
I have no idea how immense it is. I just like the idea of a stealth dreadnought.
yeah, fair one. Remember, all Devastators have gone up to 2 wounds as well, so they are definitely worth checking in a drop pod and then just dropping down.
I have no room for firstborn sons anymore.
Aw, sad.
I play Silver Templars.
Yeah, no, that is completely fair.
They're 100% Primaris.
I'm trying to...
So if I did start playing firstborns, I'd have to take back all the stuff that I gave to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair one. Trying to think of what else we could get. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what is a good one for Raven Guard. Assault Marines with jump packs and double lightning claws, because lightning claws now do 1 extra attack per claw that you kit them out with. And they've changed Hammer of Wrath as well, which means that on the charge you roll. It used to be like on a 6 you take mortal wounds on the charge, wasn't it?
Yes.
And now it is. It is Hammer of Wrath. When an Adeptus Astartes jump pack unit from your army finishes a charge move, select 1 enemy unit with engagement range, roll a d6 for each model in that jump pack unit that is within engagement range of an enemy unit, and for each dice result that exceeds the enemy's toughness characteristic, it suffers 1 mortal wound. So if you're doing it against sort of Guard or Tau or Eldar, you could just absolutely like cream maybe 2 or 3 extra mortal wounds just to start with. Which is much better than it just going off on a 6, which is obviously not that great. Right, I think that they are dry enough. So I'm going to start doing some hammered copper. Excuse my squeaky chair there. There he is. It's the Brewmeister himself.
Hello.
Check in with the boys and see what they're doing. Oh, Lawson's pushing straight real far ahead with that one. Let's take a look at that, mate. Oh, that looks lush. Nice. That looks really, really good.
Blocking in some base coats and highlights and stuff like that, midtones.
Very nice
I've been trying to push myself a little bit more with my painting.
That's great.
Because the people around me are getting better, and like a substitute teacher, I need to stay at least 1 lesson ahead.
Right, what are we going to paint copper on this then? Well, thank you, View. That's the whole point of it, just to be nice, chilled, relaxing. And a special shout out to the lo-fi hip-hop radio beats of Chilled Cow for providing us this. It's completely demonetized, the video, because obviously it's other people's music, but still, it's just about the chill times.
It's all about chill.
It's always so stressful when you have to start thinking about where to place colours, like if it's not immediately obvious.
Meh.
You just go for it, do you?
I didn't have sort of a reasonable idea in my head. Or I kind of just like look at my paint rack and just go kind of like, what color either that I haven't used for a while, and then I go, and then just go for the purple and green.
If you've not seen already, go to Lawson's Instagram and check out his Gene Stealer cult, because the color scheme that he's done for them is ridiculous.
It's terrific.
It's so loud. I love it.
I do love. I enjoyed painting my Gene Stealer cultists.
What model are you most proud of, guys, that you painted?
Archeon.
Oh, it's so good, that model. Like, you've done such an exceptional job with that one.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. Go show them, show the people.
Oh, okay, I'll go get it.
I think for me it's probably this dude Hrothgorn, because he was a big step forward in my painting.
Oh, the guy from the Warhammer Underworlds band.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm just going to put you on big screen so people can see.
But there's a model I'm even prouder of this. But this was just a big step forward for me because it was the first time I ever like gave a face a good going. But it's kind of crap phone shit. But anyway.
It looks so good though.
So I'll be 2 seconds.
You can just see Lawson in the background. Put it on your camera, Lawson, because it's slightly better quality on that one.
Okay, hang on. Right. I have to clear some shit out of the way. He's a big boy, is our Archie.
He is a big boy. Look at that. The detail on everything. How long did it take you to paint this guy again?
It took me about a month because you guys got it for my 30th. And then a month later we were going down to Warhammer World.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So there was a lot of pressure on me to get them finished so I could have him fully painted on the tabletop.
He got beat.
It looks so
And he got
good.
beat. He's never died, but he's also never won.
But yeah, this dude.
For me.
Oh, hold on. Just going to switch back. Oh, there he is.
He's not finished yet, but hang on.
Try it.
Yes, Elvis. That is the perfect description. It is absolutely beautiful.
Shit. Show the people.
Yeah, I love the bone colour that you've done on that.
And then I've done like, I've rubbed it away and you see like chipping in the paint.
I really tried to dirty and filthy.
It's just mad.
Justice.
Absolutely mad.
Yeah. That's Bone Cron.
Oh,
The
nice.
bone cron.
The Bone Daddy.
That was my latest for the Gene Stealer cultists.
Oh, that looks so cool. Is that a converted model, or is that one that comes in a box?
yeah, this is a conversion.
Nice.
So it's parts from the Acolytes
Mm-hmm.
matched up with the Necromunda Corpse Grinder cultists
Nice.
because they have a really, really nice sprue set, and Necromunda, because it's so focused on customization, they're very easy models to convert in Kitbash.
It looks great. Lovely stuff.
Lovely, lovely, simply lovely. Right.
Trying to think, what is my stupid animal brain telling me to do? Is this the right colour to be putting on now, or should I be? I should probably be basing red rather than doing any more metals. Right. I will return.
Painting.
Yeah, Janko looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Janko's cousin lives about 10 minutes away from Warhammer World. Living the dream right there. Imagine that, if we lived close enough. Just be like, alright, come on lads, down the pub for a few, and then we'll pop over to Warhammer World for a few
Go
games.
see our bro.
Yeah.
Oh, go see our big best bro.
The Vanilla Gorilla.
Aye.
So called because there's not many like him and he's endangered.
Oh, he's just a big albino bastard of a man.
Try and spot him.
Oh, he's the guy that got me into Age of Sigmar. He's our buddy Martin.
Yeah, what was the first model that you bought to get you back in?
So I was at a pretty low point in my life at that time. So I passed by Games Workshop and there was huge big banner adverts for Age of Sigmar. So I popped my head in and I was like, okay, what is the Age of Sigmar? Like, I'd heard of Sigmar, like I wasn't a big fantasy fan, but I knew enough of it. And got a quick demo. I was like, well, this is far easier to play because you've managed to demo it for me in under 20 minutes. And so I picked up the 2-player starter box and then I built it all up, played a couple of games and things, but I wasn't really like too bothered about sort of like keeping up with it. I just thought it was a nice little side project, something to keep me occupied at the time. And then when I came back into the store because I had a lot of free time on my hands, and I was I'd been prompted and pushed to spend more time like outside of my room. So I was like, right, okay, I'll take some Stormcast down. I'll paint in the store, and that's that counts.
Yeah.
I've left the house. And then at that time, the manager of Games Workshop had changed. This chap Martin, and he just absolutely instilled, because I'd also kind of like had the enthusiasm kicked out of me because all I saw online was people really, really just shitting all over Age of Sigmar because it wasn't fantasy.
Oh yeah, they didn't like it, did they? The first edition.
Yeah. And the game had only been out for about a couple of months at this point.
I remember seeing the words "Death of Warhammer" and thinking, "Wow, my God, that is so overblown."
Yeah. But then no, I just had a great afternoon with Martin, who was chatting and painting, and he was just like got me really like sort of hyped into the hobby, and we got to know each other a lot better, just like as mates.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like before you knew it, I'd walked out the store with like another 80 to 90 quid's worth of like Stormcast Eternals under my arm, and then rather than like walking home and thinking, shit, I shouldn't have bought this, I walked home and went, I am so happy I got all this. Like,
yeah. Because
before you know it, we get dragged in.
Oh yeah, and then.
Because I can't remember, like, you and I, obviously, like when we met, we had a huge chat about which board games and stuff we were into, and like Warhammer just came up like straight away, just like, okay, what sort of things are you playing? And it was that moment of like, when you see the one other person who might be interested in your niche hobby across the room, and you're like, you? Yes, you and I, we are friends now.
Yeah, we are friends now. We are bonded in blood.
Yeah.
You brought him to meet the gremlin in the attic.
Yep. In fact, he sent the gremlin from the attic to come and meet me at the train station, you remember? And we walked back, got to know Mikey, and then we had a good old game of Night Haunts.
Big Bang Bazinga Bean.
Big Bang Bazinga Beans, aye. Do you remember our amazing run with the best named army ever, the Unheard? When it was me and you versus Lawson. Lawson had 3,000 points of Stormcast Eternals, and we had 1,500 points each of Night Haunt and Beasts of Chaos. It was a ludicrous match.
Oh shit, no, you asked me about my most proud model I've done, I've just seen it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't quite know why you didn't go straight for that.
This motherfucker.
There you go.
Oh, the Herd Stone. Yes.
Yeah. This was the first model I ever fully completed on my own.
Looks
And
so
Lawson did
good.
a little bit. He picked out some of the details for me. But I did the rock myself. And I was the most proud I've ever been, because it's like Lawson said, I was at a pretty shitty time in my life when I really jumped into this and I delved into this and I had something I was really proud of and I was really happy with. So,
Warhammer has that amazing ability to be not only a social game, but a very personal experience as well. It's the same for any sort of like model collecting and painting thing, because it allows you time to focus. It's yours. There's a sense of ownership that comes with it. You can customize it. You can paint it however you want. And at the end of the day, you're not painting your army for other people. You're painting it for yourself. And as long as you're having a good time, that's all that matters.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Oh, I'm so overwhelmed with stuff that I have to paint right now.
Best thing is not to think of your box of shame. Just go with what is directly in front of you and what you fancy painting. Like, I know that I have way more Space Wolves that I need to be cracking on with, but there's something so satisfying about painting dirty orc vehicles. So what do you want to paint, Mikey?
In all honesty. This.
Yes, tell people about this little project.
Right. So, as many of you know, I bought a rice cooker.
Sorry, so you want to say
splendid and tremendous.
You want to say that sentence again? Many of you may know you bought a rice cooker.
Yeah.
No, just that's.
So those people in the family who keep up with me and stuff, I bought a rice cooker not long ago, and I took the inlays out, the styrofoam inlays, polystyrene, whatever you want to call it. And I just sort of put it together and was like, oh, I could put a KFC bucket in, and I've got like a tower, or like there's a launch pad, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I just kind of went, oh, what about this? And then it was just like, oh, would you look at that? I literally have like a bunker pre-built right there.
So cool.
So I have this sort of military bunker, and Lawson advised me to kind of like lay out the inlay, so like sort of lay out the flooring on the inside, because I use my Necrons for scale to see how tall it was. Things can fit in, it's great, it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to be doing a video on building that Mama Jamma. And what it'll be is it'll be me like sort of just going into the hobby, like sort of the terrain side of it that I'm not too sure about, and just kind of winging it and seeing what works and what doesn't. So as you can see sort of at the moment, before I Mod Podge it all, before I start spraying it and stuff so that it doesn't affect it, I've put like little plastic cement on it for like battle damage, and just like bits of just, you know, to get rid of the things like the weird things, like this little triangle with numbers in it. I don't want that.
Hey, it could be a piece of code.
So, I don't know, but yeah, I'm basically building a military bunker, and it's gonna be cool.
Mikey, secret Imperial Guard army confirmed.
Shut up. Or I could just paint it gold, and it can be like a temple
Nice, yeah.
for my Seraphim.
Oh, I might have some lizard men models coming your way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my friend Nicky did a Kickstarter thing on some modular terrain, and because of all the Kickstarter goals being achieved, he's got like a box of models that come with it. There's 3 lizard men, but they have the bodies of snakes. They're all like coiled round, so they'd be perfect for like Temple Guard, or maybe some like custom heroes or something like that.
Oh. That sounds splendid and tremendous.
So the next time I see him, I will go get him, and then I'll bring him over to you.
I hope the next time I see you, we are like, you know, legally allowed to hug.
Yeah. Okay, Vocal, I'll just grab a few of the Space Wolf stuff. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
What have you done?
I haven't done anything.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay, so the models that I have got to show you today. This is my Indominus Lieutenant.
Brian Butterfield.
Yeah, when it focuses. Come on, mate. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, focus. Come on. You can do it. It's literally right in front of you. Why are you trying to focus on the image behind you?
Because up yours, that's why, Jules.
Once it changes, there we go. And look, I'm just gonna. It's not even doing it that way. Come on. Focus, you piece of shit.
You sound like my old physics teacher.
How is it? How is it? You can't. Weirdly enough, it's just not going to try and focus. So, okay.
Casted in the fires.
Actually, hold on. I can make it manually focus. I'm gonna tell this. Just gonna tell this.
Manual focus.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fancy man.
It's manual
focus.
Manuel focus.
What? The Iron Brute.
The Iron Brute.
Right, 2 minutes.
Okay, is this gonna work? Oh, too far. Come on, you can do it.
The eagle has landed.
Come on. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so there's my Indomitus library, lieutenant. There we go.
Delicious.
I'm really happy with how the shield came out.
Here's a neck.
And then the last things that I've been painting have been Wolfen. Doing the highlights on these for the shields was just a fucking nightmare, but they are done. At least one squad is. Got another 5 to build.
What?
I've got too many goddamn shades.
What?
No, I only have like 2. They're exactly the same type. One's red and one's yellow.
You know what? I'm going back to the cult.
It's good to have a couple of projects on the go.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for when you wait for stuff to dry. It's just great to go back and forth. Just watching you do the dropper bottle there is so menacing, Mikey.
Where's that green?
Where's that grain? Oh.
It's not monetized anyway.
Yeah.
Wait. You know what the problem is with that metallic? The chrome, for some reason, it's just so... It just blends in with everything else, so it just looks there. Oh, it's warp lighting. Alright, let's give that a go.
Are you using the warp lightning contrast?
Yeah, I'm just making warp lightning and chrome together.
It looks amazing, doesn't it? Thank you, Elvis. And thank you. Oh, Brett, trust us. We have played a lot of Vermintide 2. It is a... I've been, so as soon as Fat Shark, who are the developers of that, announced that there was going to be the new game that was set in the 40k universe and was going to be focusing on Imperial Guardsmen fighting against Nurgle, I sent them a message so hard that my keyboard shook, just saying, as soon as there is any footage for this game or anything to play, send it our way, please.
Gimme.
Any tips on painting Nid, says Roland. Have a lot of patience and be prepared for batch painting.
Yes, batch painting is...
Makeup brushes.
Yep, large old makeup brushes for dry brushing. It's always a good one.
There's a really good painting guide for how to make them look like coconut crabs. Can't remember who does it, but it's fucking amazing.
Also, trying with with Horde armies and things like that, it's always a good idea to sort of try and keep your color range to an absolute minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep it. Also, try and see where you can save time with like doubling up on colors, and then giving them different highlights.
How do you mean doubling up on colours? Like paint one that then you'll then go over with 2 different shades, or?
So you can stuff like I always use the example of black.
Yeah.
If if you paint something, you know, flat black, you can choose different highlight colors, and it will make them look like two entirely different things.
Yes.
So you could go for more of you could go for a blue black on like gun casings, but on leather you could go for more of a dark brown on a highlight. But at the same time, but they've both been base coated black, but just choosing different highlights just saves you a bit of time.
Smart. That's all it comes down to when you're painting, really, at the end of the day, is just paint smart.
It comes down to sort of like how much like time that you want or are able to invest.
And what effect you go for.
What I always do personally is if I'm doing anything new with an army or a color scheme, I'll take sort of a character or a hero or something like that that's going to be a main part of the army, and I'll spend more time doing that because you know it's a hero, so I want to make it look a little bit better. But then I can work backwards and go, right, where can I cut corners with what I've just done?
Yeah, for the regular rank and file.
Yeah, like how can I replicate this quickly and easily across rank and file, and like you know, do they need three levels of highlights on like this kind of armor panel, or do I really need to go this in depth with a blend on a cloak or fabric? The answer is usually no. No, you do not.
Nick has pointed out a good way to paint your nids is just to slather washes over them like Jay did.
Oh God,
Make
Jay.
them so shiny.
Yeah, Jay put such a heavy wash on his first round of nids that he made them glossy.
That takes quite some doing.
Oh, yeah, I was impressed. Like, I'm still boggled to this day because this was some 2 years before GW released like gloss washes, so I don't know how he did it.
Is he still collecting at all? Or is he just...
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
No, he's back in 9th edition.
Oh, sick.
He's back with the nids.
Oh yeah, we've really got the calling card up.
Well, when 9th edition was announced earlier this year, I just kept screaming at people. It's like, 40k's back, so are we. Get on board. Oh, well, what about it? No, don't care. Get on board.
But I've got a life to need.
Shut up. No, you don't. You don't need a life.
Not with us.
You don't need a life, you need gaunts.
This is the strangest.
So let's say that 40k was real. Which god would you pledge your allegiance to? You God Emperor man? Corn.
Well, this is the thing. When the convention circuit's open, people will understand.
If it had to be like Chaos God, like, yeah. I mean, I feel like Nurgle's probably a safe option for me.
You're boggling.
I know who I am. But, you know, if I was feeling fancy, I'd go Malal.
Oh God, Sons of Malal.
Well, the thing is that like the Nurgle, if you end up being one of his followers, they bloody love it, don't they? They're always having a good time, always jolly.
Completely blissfully unaware.
Is it the fact that they don't feel the pain of all the weird appendages that are growing out of them, or is it that they just embrace it and be like, no, it's a part of life?
I think it's because I like Nurgle always appeals to me because he's the only Chaos God that genuinely cares about his followers.
Right. Didn't you tell me that like some of his plans are like really convolutedly long as well? Where it's just like he'll actually let like a farmer's crops grow really well for years and years and years, and then just so that he can bring a pestilence in that will affect more people.
Yeah, he's got stuff like that. There's in was it the Death God? It was one of the I think it was like the Chaos Demons Codex when they brought in Rotigus.
Rotigus.
There was a little bit of there was a little lore excerpt in the Codex which always like popped me, was that there was a Tau like sort of farming world, agricultural world, and they were having like this horrible problem with some kind of like crop blight, and also like their livestock weren't producing young anymore.
Right.
So the Tau of that world, because they were kind of backwater, they'd slipped into some like old ways of the local populace. So they started praying to the Rain Father, and not having any idea that they were in fact praying to Rotigus, a greater demon of Nurgle.
Oh no.
So he brought the rains back, so the crops started growing, and then the livestock started producing young again. But then they started producing young at a absolute obscene rate, like it wasn't sustainable.
Right.
So all the livestock that was born premature.
Oh god.
So it was constant, but it was constant. They like any adult livestock that gave birth was giving birth to like stillborn, and it just kept happening. And then the rain didn't stop, so the crops that they had managed to harvest started to rot and decay because there was no way to keep it dry.
Oh, grim.
So he just mulched the entire planet, and then the demons arrived, and things got worse.
What are you talking about?
Well, yeah.
I absolutely.
I just really like that as an idea that like, oh yeah, no, but like throughout the whole thing, like Rotigus was like, no, I'm helping.
Yeah, and in his eyes, he was bringing about the eventual succession of what he wanted to happen.
Yeah, and then there's like this weird little quirk that Nurgle has keeps like a watch mojo ranking.
Right.
Of all of his people, and like Matarian's not number 1; he's like number 7.
Amazing.
So like different demon. I think there's like one greater demon like Kolgoroth or something like that, and he's like number 3. And then occasionally throughout the book series, their rankings have changed. So when they refer to each other, there's like he's like, oh look, 3rd of Nurgle's sons, and he goes, it's 5th now actually, and it's just like.
I think I am, you know.
There we go. If you give that a nice dusting up.
What would you dust it up with?
Silver.
Yeah?
Well, an aluminum or a chrome or something like that, not a bright silver.
I'll just go back, because that's just chrome green, so that's what I'm going to do. So I've done like a little dusting with
What's your favourite Warhammer Fantasy or 40k novel?
My favourite fantasy novel is Archaeon the End Times, because it's the origin story of my boy. It's just the best. Such a good book. Like, fantastic character study into like the descent of
I've heard really good stuff about them. I've been told to avoid the Space Wolves books. Apparently they're really boring.
Yeah, well, there's only so many times you can like hear it's like we feast and then we fight and then we feast and then we occasionally, you know, drink tank fuel and like let's not bring up the subject that rune priests are definitely psychers.
Yep. Those are the exact reasons.
But we're against magic.
Those are the exact reasons that somebody recommended I don't read them as well. It's just like, yeah, if you like your lore, then just keep it to yourself, because this one will just hammer you so hard with these like 3 or 4 sentences that you'll just be so sick of them by the end of it.
Yeah.
I like Warhammer the Burning of Prospero.
Oh yeah.
Well, Fire Lucario, thank you so much for joining in. Have fun taking your dog to the groomers.
To get your dog looking good.
Lawson needs to narrate some books on Audible. Yes, he does. Well, if you stay tuned, he might give you a nice little rundown of all of the Warhammer 40k lore in some form or another.
Yeah.
They said knowingly.
He said
Wink.
soberly.
Soberly. What about that? You have a problem.
I don't have a problem. I have a solution, and the solution is 1 part Smirnoff, 3 parts bubble gum soda, 1 part Windex.
Top it off with a nice splash of Batarian green.
Oh yeah.
It's that nihilic oxide that sees you off.
Oh, that's for when we've got company.
When you bust out the good stuff.
Yeah, when I bust out the good stuff.
Crystal ware.
We do have that decanter.
Oh yeah, we do. I don't like that.
Why?
We don't like that you have a decanter.
I just don't like it.
Does its smug aura offend you?
Yeah, it just looks like a big bell.
Mikey, go doctor. Oh wait, an actual bell. Come on, like you can forgive me for thinking that's exactly where you're going.
No. Why would that look like anything that grew from me?
Because you don't live well?
I mean, yeah, well, how can I swing it like... See?
Yeah, that is weird.
Ding
Yeah.
dong ding.
Bring out your dead.
Yeah. Shit. Oh.
So how are we all getting on, friendos?
I'm alright. I got a bit of a headache.
Oh no. Not enough caffeine.
Maybe not, but like at the same time I shouldn't. I drink too much coffee.
Mikey, Lawson was telling me the other day that you had 7 cups of coffee.
Yeah, that's like an average day.
No,
Is
that
actually-
wasn't me telling you that. That's Mikey just admitting it. That's just what he does, yeah.
Okay, now.
If it's a long day, like I'm doing a long day tomorrow, 10.
Mad.
I'll probably have 10 cups of black coffee, all measured by eyesight rather than spoon. I live dangerously, and my heart doesn't like it.
I too like to live dangerously. Fold. If you can find a copy, Brothers of the Snake is a good read. But yes, friends, I hope that you've enjoyed watching us paint our models for a bit. We will probably do this again further down the line, make a bit more of a regular thing. Open it up to some like Q&As beforehand so we can have a nice little discussion topics while we paint.
Yeah, I'm happy to assist in the discussion topics. Jules,
Hello?
replace one word in a film title with Chiglis in honor of Michael Chiglis of The Shield.
The Chiglis. I've replaced 300 from the 300 with just Chiglis.
So the sequel would be Chiglis: Rise of an Empire.
Yes, it would be. Or my second one was Chiglis of Solace.
Oh,
Very brooding art house film with James Bond in.
Look Who's Chiglis,
Oh.
and Look Who's Chiglis too.
Also, Honey, I Shrunk the Chiglis.
Oh, 3 Men and a Chiglis.
Mmm. Everyone say I love Chiglis.
Just the Chiglis man, what a guy. What a guy. He just deserves some more love, I think.
Should we all follow him on Twitter and then just bombard him with love? He'll just be like, "Who are these strange people?"
I mean, yeah, you could. If you just so you're like what publicly? No, don't publicly.
It's the same thing with Benroy from work. He is obsessed with Colin Salmon from the Resident Evil films. Like, so much so that he will find like any excuse to mention him in any like Resident Evil adjacent news.
Is he the guy who played Chris Redfield?
No, he was the one that got chopped up by lasers in the first movie, and they brought him back as a clone.
Yep.
Oh, what? But the guy who gets killed with in the laser mesh?
Yes.
Colin Salmon.
Why?
He also had
really
a
nice
very small role in the first season of Arrow. For some strange reason. It was an odd.
To be fair though, like, it's weird. Some people just have, I don't know, I guess, affinity with certain celebrities.
Like you and Kate Beckinsale.
I was about to say, man,
I don't think
Kate
that's a weird
Beckinsale,
one. She's just is an all-time beauty.
She's just amazing. She is a perfect woman. Like, just that. If do you know what? If she ever sees or hears that from me, I love you, Kate. I know you're watching. Wink. She's a legend. That was a good movie, Underworld. I really like that movie.
I wish they'd kind of stopped with just the first one, though.
Yeah, me too. Just leave it at that.
Just give it that.
Just.
Oh, we've got some suggestions for Chickless. We've got...
Okay.
We've got... Sleeping in Chickless. We've got Mighty Chickless Young. Instead of Mighty. We've got Groundhog Chickless. Beauty in the Chickless. Lord of the Chickless.
Yep.
That's got me good.
Chickless comes to stay.
That's good.
Driving Miss Chickless.
That's good.
There will be Chickless.
That's amazing.
Because Chickless more.
Because it's like...
Chickless full of dollars.
Because it's the certainty there will be Chickless.
There will be Chickless.
Yeah. The good, the bad, and the Chickless.
Yeah.
That's good.
Doctor Strange Chickless.
I guess Attack of the 50-Foot Chickless.
The ultimate horror movie. Chickless, the ultimate disaster movie.
Oh, yes! What a movie that would be. Is Jules there, or is he frozen?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just
He's there.
just concentrating on getting this
move
reds.
to me.
Vroom. Reds go faster. Remember, kids. Nightmare of Chickless Street.
See, it's just a perfect topic.
It's very true. Carry on.
I was gonna say, there's the other topic of who would you recast in what movie?
Oh yeah, I remember playing this with you a while back. Okay, so tell people how it works and give them a little demo.
Right, okay, so normally it was a game that I would play whilst not sober or low, and I would basically just talk with Lawson, and I'd be like, "Hey Lawson, we got a call, we got to recast a movie." And so, for example, we could do, who would you recast if the Avengers was made in like the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just be like, who would be like a dream like recast of like The Dark Knight? And we really made it, and we completely forgot it because obviously my brain network's no good. My memory is broken more than I don't know. It's just. So yeah, basically the whole game is like, for example, pick a movie. I don't know, get the chat to pick a movie, then we'll recast it to make it either a good movie or to make a terrible movie.
Okay, you heard the man. So everyone, put down what movie you'd like us to recast and put at the end of your suggestion, good or bad. And then we'll average it out. Pick the best one. We'll give it a shot.
make a good dream recasting.
Casting. Or just a nightmare recasting where we just recast Danny DeVito as everyone.
So
we have to limit ourselves.
So Will has said World of Warcraft and make it good is the first one. The first suggestion we've got in. We've got the Shawshank Redemption and make it bad.
Oh.
Ghostbusters bad. Oh.
Good
Yeah,
one.
right.
Usually ones with ensemble casts work nicely.
Liar, liar, but make it terrible, says Nick. Okay, right. Let's pick one. I'm gonna pick one at random. Let's go. Let's do the Ghostbusters one. Make Ghostbusters bad.
Marlon Brando as Egon.
Oh, that would be horrible. And I'm assuming you mean fat end of life Marlon Brando, not young heartthrob.
Yeah, like
Dr. Moreau.
like won't put his pants on during filming.
Yeah, it has to be
Brando.
shot about 50 foot away with Vaseline smeared over the lens because he's actually just reading off his script.
Okay. I would like to. I just think if we're. Who did we say then?
Brando.
Brando. I think if we're putting him in, I think I would like to see John Voight as Venkman.
I like that.
I would put. I put Hayden Christensen as Slimer. Just so he goes around going, sad.
I don't want the Force. Well, he didn't. George Lucas did. Okay, so we need someone to play Zool, but I think Gilbert Godfrey would.
Oh, fuck me.
Hey, there is no Dana, only Zool.
Only Zool.
I'm an angry parrot man.
Yeah, that would definitely got my tits. Either that or Adam Sandler.
Oh.
There's only Zool. I'm funny.
And then he find a way to go. Oh, I just want to poke him in the eyes. Like I don't want to do any like long-lasting damage. Just be like, blah. That's for the rest of. That's for Jack and Jill. Blah.
Oh, that was such a horrible film.
Also, I want to poke Eddie Murphy in the eyes for Pluto Nash.
Oof. Jesus Christ.
And Norbit. Woof.
Oh, Will says that if Adam Sandler is Zool, then his friend needs to be Slimer. I think he means that, what's his name?
Kevin James.
Kevin James, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh, I was thinking of that other guy that they always cast in, the one that's like Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Oh, I thought you meant like the dude with like the bong eye.
No,
he was like, ha, ha, ha. You know that guy.
Wasn't that guy the guy who did Rob Schneider as Winston? Oh.
Rob Schneider.
I know, man. You cannot say his name without immediately thinking back to that sketch. To that, bit in South Park.
He's awful, man. Like, I mean, I'm not exactly an amazing entertainer. I don't know.
I made the mistake of watching one of the worst movies ever the other day. Master of Disguise. Any of you ever seen it before?
Oh my god, that film's a train wreck.
Wait, Master of Disguise, which one's that one?
You know the guy
It's,
who... Sorry,
It was, I can't remember the actor's name now and things, but his whole shtick was that he did like random impersonations and stuff on like SNL or something like that. So they tried to stretch this over a feature-length movie, and it was just absolutely tragic because all of his characters were completely nonsensical. One including some kind of man turtle.
yeah, it's so bad. Show him a picture, Lawson. Of oh no, your phone's there. Have you got a laptop? Just show me, if you Google Master of Disguise, you'll see immediately the character that we're talking about. It's it will make you hate it just on one image alone. It's so bad.
Yeah. I just.
Like, I don't get it.
It's no chickless. I'll tell you that much.
It's not. Chickless in the mist.
Dana
Come back,
Carvey.
baby.
That's the name.
That's it, Dana Carvey.
Turtle. How is that a character thing? That's what he did. Is he walked around just going turtle. I'm a turtle. It's like, yeah, okay, we get that you are meant to be a human turtle, but why is it funny? What's the actual placement within this scene that makes that funny?
Like, I think a turtle like trying to cash a check would be like quite a funny scenario.
Hello, may I cash a
Just a dude being like, I'm a turtle. Like, shut up, mate. Turtles barely speak unless they're banging, and then they're like,
Okay, right. Well, you've, in that one sentence, have come up with a better setup, joke, and payoff than that entire movie has done.
yeah.
Because your
The whole
character
joke
actually had, like,
based
a
around
reason.
The money shot. The turtle's making a deposit, money shot. Done.
Fantastic.
Comedy gold.
He is a turtle. You're not turning
Do you know
up for
what I
the
can-
turtle club? Oh shit, yeah, no wait, hold on. That's why he dressed as a turtle. So you needed to get into a club, and the club was called the Turtle Club. So he decided that the best way to do that is to dress up as a man who is part turtle. Like, the logic there is...
Flawless.
Oh,
That hurts my brain.
mmm.
But my paint's starting to dry and it's starting to be nice and
Oh, that's
green and
looking
metallic.
very cool.
Big pimpin'.
Reebok's Dusty.
I've done a bit more orange on the old Cron-daddies.
That was nice.
My techno, my plasman. So this guy just points at people and does D3 wounds after the movement phase.
That's just nasty.
Delicious.
So you-
Splendid and tremendous.
So have you managed to? You've built all of the new crons, haven't you? And you've are they like ready to go in your crusade?
I've built one set of Indomitus.
Yeah. How many have you got?
Dos.
Nice.
But destroyer cults, they are the way to go. Like, oh.
Are you getting that massive? What's it called? The Hexmark destroyer, the fat one that's got like the 20-barreled gun.
Oh, that's
What,
the Lockhurst.
Oh, I'm getting the lock. I'm getting
That's
the
the one,
Lockhurst
yeah.
guy, but I'm also getting Mr. Yeehaw Chuckle Thugs.
Also known as.
The Hexmark destroyer with his root 2 and 6 pistol shooting.
Mad.
If he kills something, he gets to shoot again with that pistol, so I get a maximum of 12 shots if I kill things. So against Imperial Guard and Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines currently, before they get the boost to the wounds, it's an absolute marine mulcher. Delicious.
Yeah, it was quite weird, like, because obviously now that 2 wounds are going to become the norm, every like effect that we were doing last night when we were playing Alpha Legion versus Orcs, every time I was able to do mortal wounds more than one, it was like, oh my god, this will be the last time that I can really do any significant damage using these sort of strats. It's going to be scary when Terminators go up to 3 wounds. That's...
No, disgusting. But then again, I've got AP -4, 3 damage.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
out, so
do it.
I'm feeling alright.
Stunning.
Stunning and brave.
I genuinely loathe putting on the first watery layer of like a paint because it just always looks so shit.
That's the best part. Right. There's the chrome.
Shiny and chrome.
I'm going to eat.
Witness
Eat
me,
the
brother.
chrome.
Oh,
Aggressors. Are aggressors going up? Do you mean in terms of points?
What did you do?
I squirted way too much out.
Aggressors you can have in 3 to 6 models in a group. Unit cost is 40 points a model, but adding in the frag storm grenade launcher is an extra 5 points per model. I think they're there. Don't know what they are at the moment. Oh, aggressors are not going up. They're 3 wounds. All of the stuff that was in Primaris stuff stays at the wound count that they were in. And the way that they've
firstborn.
The way that they've described it, how the firstborn have like managed to go up in wounds is because is it Magnus Calgar? He was just like, "Here, lads, listen. I'm just gonna take some of these Primaris new organs that they've got, and I'm just gonna chuck them in my body and see what happens." And he survived. So now loads of them have like followed suit. Hence why they get the extra wound.
Well, Manius Calgar's already travelled the Rubicon Primaris.
Well, apparently he's now only just inspired the rest of them to start doing it.
No, I think the firstborn are just getting like a partial transfer. Because like Manius is just straight Primaris now. Same with like Mephiston and Shrike. Shrek, the greatest condiment of all time.
You're aware of this, George?
Oh, sorry, what was the...
The stunned silence means he knows.
Ah, I guess he is a man of culture.
Sorry, I didn't hear it for a second time then.
Shrek Shop.
Shrek Shop. I'm just going to nod and say yes, I know, because I feel like I'm going to enter down a dark and horrible web of deep memes.
No, it was just a promotional ketchup that Heinz did for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just green ketchup.
That
it wasn't actually called Shrek Shop,
rank.
but I just kept calling it Shrek Shop.
That sounds rank.
Oh, it was fucking awful. It was really weird. Like my mum, like kept offering to buy. Like when I was a kid, my mum just kept like pointing it out, and like I don't like ketchup. She'd be like,
"But you like Shrek."
She was like, "But it's green," and I was just like, that makes me want it less. Although my mum does make a killer blue pasta at Halloween.
Blue pasta.
Yeah, my mum would always like when I was younger, like primary school times. My mum really liked Halloween, so she'd always.
Oh bollocks!
Oh my god, what happened there?
The house fell over.
Hang on. Oh!
Nice.
Am I back?
Yep.
You are back. You're alive.
All this talk of Shrek Shop.
I was just gonna say, well, you're not getting enough attention there, buddy.
Apparently not. No.
Just
what were you saying? Something about your mum and blue pasta?
So my mum would always do like a little Halloween party when I was in primary school, and like have all my like idiot friends around. But she'd always like do like weird and wonderful things. So she'd peel grapes and be like, "Here, have some eyeballs," and she'd do like weird like soda concoctions as like bubbling witch's broth. But then what she would do is she would put blue food dye into boiling water and then boil pasta.
Oh, Mikey's video's gone, sorry. And your video has also turned off. What's going on, boys?
What's happened?
What's going
Maybe the house is gone.
Oh. No, he's still not here.
Am I still here, or?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Wait, no, don't ring them. Just join it, you idiot.
Yeah, what's going on here? Seems like. Can you turn off your camera and turn it back on again, Lawson? Because it's just showing up a black screen at the moment.
Am I back?
You are back. Yes, I can hear Mikey. Yay, there he is. He's back as well. There we go.
There he is. There's the speed racer.
I want to rap.
Well, you can always. You're never too late for a changing career.
SoundCloud rapper.
Beat trapper.
That's. You know, you can just talk to me. Like,
What?
You don't have to make such a terrifying cry for help by saying you're going to become a SoundCloud rapper.
I'm not becoming a SoundCloud rapper.
Good.
Freelance gynecologist, that's what I'm going to become.
Oh, you're a horror.
SoundCloud rapper, beat trapper, hit you so hard, your cheeks slapper. Mikey Barry, big money. Big bang bazinga beans for your honey.
Cool, big money Baz.
That's me. They're my big bang bazinga beans, Jules. Put them down.
But they're so
Nice picture of
tasty
Jim
and
on the wall,
multicolored.
so. What?
They're so tasty and multicolored.
This is Jim.
Me oh my, this has gone really quickly. It is now only 4 minutes until we have to close up shop for the day.
Jeez.
That's gone real quick.
I have got like little bits done across the board, and I'm okay with that.
It's all about just like the slow progress. I mean, I've managed to get the bases done for these guys here. So we've got red on the bits that are going to be dirtied up a little bit later. And I think that I'll do some nice
There's my
multicolored
messy
bits.
table. I've been
Nice.
working across all that.
Nice. I can't believe that was caught on stream. I caught that, you day little gremlin.
You.
The best part is you say that I am a little gremlin. I am, in fact, very tall.
Yeah, it doesn't stink any less.
I'm a big man with big... Oh!
He's a big man. He's a big man.
Oh, he's the big man. There you go. There you go. Uncle Barry's got you.
Big tree, fall hard.
God damn, man. Oh, he's managed to. The camera's changed as well now. We've gone TikTok with this.
I don't know.
Right, what is this? What is this?
Shut up, Jules.
Thank you very much, Barney. Sharing is indeed caring, and Mikey cares a lot.
I'm carefree.
Yeah.
That's my foot.
I like that Mikey's finished his painting for the day, so now he's just showing us his foot.
Yep, just showing his foot.
I got two. Do you want to see my weird calcified toes?
Oh god.
I mean, the stream's already been demonetized because I've got the music playing in the background. By the way, thank you to everyone who's donated, by the way, who's propped up the stream from that side. Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't straighten.
Oh, thank you so much to everybody who has donated.
That's big love. Big love
Big
from
love
me.
from his
Big
toe.
love, big
Yeah.
love from my big feet and my big toe. Yeah, no, my feet are broken. Like I broke my toes that much, they're just sort of calcified, so like they're just permanently like that.
Amazing. You've got a monkey knuckle for feet.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Amazing. You know what? On that note right there, I'm going to start closing down the stream. We've seen your calcified feet. I feel like that's just, you can't top it now. Anything that we can paint or create just falls by the wayside in the face.
What's the point?
That was really good though, Lawson. Like you painted a really good thing, but I got weird toes, so apparently that's what the people want.
Yeah.
Let's see what you painted, Lawson, before we threw it away. Oh wow, that looks ace. Oh, I love that he's got like a ruff almost, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a very fancy cat.
He's a nice cat. I like him.
Very
what have you called
cool.
him?
Oh, his name is Captain Catapult.
Nice. Who we actually were introduced to at the end of last week's.
Very mayhaps.
Very mate, because there was a feline pirate who we are about to venture forth with.
The Meowscular Chef. On start
I
with.
wish it was the Meowscular Chef. He's goals.
But seriously, everyone, thank you so much for joining in, chilling out with us, watching us paint. We've had a really good laugh, and we'll definitely want to do it again. We'll figure out some I'll figure out a better setup so I can actually paint a bit more detail, because I think the base coating was the only thing I could really do today. But thank you so much again. Hope that you have a fantastic...
That's weird.
Yeah, that is a bit weird actually, watching his hands just do that. But also strangely hypnotic. I'm going to put it onto the full screen so that we can just watch this as we go out. But yeah, I'm going to turn off the beats. The beats are done. Now we're just going to watch Lawson's hands wiggle. Wiggle forever. Wiggle forever into the darkness. Have a
Show
great...
them your speed clapping, you carnival man.
Go on then, here we go. Go on then.
Turn around and show me.
Don't.
Okay.
No, don't turn around and show. I can't see it on the webcam.
Put it on the big screen. It's on Mikey.
Okay, hold on.
You're on Mikey's camera.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Carnival folk.
Right, okay. And can you think of a better way to end the stream? Thank you very, very much, everyone. Have a great day, whatever you're getting up to, and we will speak to you soon. Peace out, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, the kissing. Ooh. Bye, everyone. Have a great one.